Hello, I am Ashwini Saurabh Mehtaras from Department of Statistics, RBNB College, Srirampur. Today I am going to teach the unit number 3, Continuous Uniform Distribution, which is included in SYBSc for paper number 2. So, as we learn the continuous univariate distributions, and one of them distribution is uniform distribution. So this uniform distribution has a prime importance in a probability theory. So it is denoted by X follows uniform A, B. Here A and B are its parameters. So X is a univariate and it follows the uniform distribution and its range is from A to B. Let's see its definition. A continuous random variable X is said to follow continuous uniform distribution over the range A, B if its PDF is given by f of x So this is the PDF of continuous uniform distribution. So this distribution is very important and it is used in a simulation theory. So while drawing samples from different distributions, this uniform distribution is widely used. So if we observe that the number of classes have more or less equal frequencies, then in that case this uniform distribution is used. We actually learn about the discrete uniform distribution, and similarly this is a continuous uniform distribution, but here the range is in the interval of A, B, and here it is the PDF of uniform distribution and its curve looks like this. So this is the nature of curve for uniform distribution. So as we can see that this curve lies between A to B and it has a rectangular shape. That's why this uniform distribution is also called as rectangular distribution. Its name is rectangular distribution. So this is all about the definition of uniform distribution. There are some remarks such that this uniform distribution lies between A to B and it has a flat curve nature. This is the first remark, we can see that. Then the second is for uniform minus A to A, means we can change these parameters, and uniform minus A, its PDF will be, so we write 1 upon this upper limit minus lower limit, so it is 2A, and here we can write the range. So this is also uniform distribution. This is 1. This is also a uniform distribution. So in this way, by changing this A and B, we can write many forms of uniform distribution. Note that these parameters are integers and they can be positive or negative, but the second is greater than first. So this is the different kinds of uniform distribution. We can see that here. There is one important property of uniform distribution is that if X has any distribution, then its CDF means distribution function, it always follows the uniform 0, 1. So actually this is a standard uniform distribution, and here whatever be the distribution of x, its CDF, suppose we denote it as y, so this y follows uniform 0, 1 distribution for any distribution of this x. So this is useful while we are drawing random samples from different distributions. So we can use this in a simulation theory. Means while drawing a model samples from different distributions, we can use this CDF and this uniform distribution, that is standard uniform distribution, and we can draw a model samples. This is the one use of uniform distribution. So let's see its mean, variance and other variable parameters. So by definition of mean, we can calculate it as expected x we will substitute this PDF here. Here the range is from A to B. We can find out its mean by this way. So after solving this by substituting upper limit and lower limit, we can cancel one term, that is b minus a, over here, and we will get our answer. So this is the mean of uniform distribution with parameters a comma b. Similarly, we can find out its variance. So to find the variance, we have to first find out expected x square So this is b cube minus a cube, and it can be expanded. So we will remain with a square plus ab plus b square upon 3. So this is expected x square, and now variance can be we substitute the values. And after solving this, we will get b minus a bracket square upon 12. So this is the mean and variance of uniform distribution. The next point is median of uniform distribution. So by definition we can write So by substituting here the PDF and solving this integration, we will get our median. So this is the median of uniform distribution with parameters a comma b, and we can see that this median is same as mean of the uniform distribution. So as this distribution is a symmetric, we can see that it is a symmetric, that's why its mean and median are equal. And since this distribution is a rectangular and it is a flat in nature, that's why its mode we cannot find its mode. So here we can see that mean equal to median. So mean and median for uniform distribution are equal, and we cannot find its mode because it is the flat in nature. The next concept is MGF. So MGF means moment generating function, and we will find out by its definition. So mxt equals to by integration this is the MGF of uniform distribution, and from this MGF we can find out its moments also, mean, variance. So these are the properties which we known in the earlier unit. So this is the MGF. We can use the expansion method or CDF method to find out its moments, or we can differentiate it with respect to t and we can find out its moments also. So this is the MGF of uniform distribution. Then the next point is distribution function, means CDF of uniform distribution. So by definition, integration from lower limit up to the point x, f of x dx. Let us substitute. So it is x minus a upon b minus a. So this is the CDF. We can write in this way. So f of x equals to, it is a 0, then x minus a upon b minus a, and 1. So 0 when x is less than a. This is for when x lies between a to b, and if x is greater than b. In this way we can write its CDF. So this is the probability distribution function of continuous uniform distribution. The next point is there are some results related to uniform distributions, which are, the first is, suppose x follows uniform with a comma b, then a variable y is y equal to x minus a upon b minus a. This follows uniform 0 comma 1. So let us prove this result, and we can use here transformation of variable, because we can see that this y is a monotonic increasing function over the range a comma b. So this y is monotonic increasing function, and because of that we can use the transformation method to find out its PDF, and we will show that it is uniform, that is standard uniform distribution. So by method, actually we are given that x follows uniform a comma b, that's why we can write its PDF. Let us find out this y equal to, it can be written as y equal to x upon b minus a and a upon b minus a. Then we know by transformation method PDF can be f of g inverse y into mod of dx upon dy. So we will substitute the values there and we will get our required PDF. So let us find out this dx upon dy. Differentiate it, so we will get dx upon b minus a and mod of dx upon dy. So this will be b minus a. So let us substitute there. This is PDF into, so this will be equal to 1. Let's see the range of y over here. Suppose we put x equal to the lower limit, that is a, then we will get 0. If we put x equal to b, then we will get 1. So this y variable lies between 0 to 1. And it is 0 otherwise. So hence the proof that y follows uniform distribution over the range 0, 1. We actually see, we can see that this is the CDF of uniform distribution and it follows the standard uniform distribution. Okay, we will prove for in general that CDF of any distribution has uniform 0, 1 distribution. So let's see the next result, which is if x follows, the second result is if x follows uniform a comma b, then this y equal to CDF of x, this follows uniform 0, 1. We can see that this f of x is also monotonic increasing function. So we can use the transformation, or x follows any distribution. Instead of writing a comma b, we can write down if x follows any distribution, any continuous distribution, then its CDF will follow uniform 0, 1. So in general we can prove this result. So x must have its PDF f of x. Okay, and we are not taking any distribution here. So but y, that is CDF of any distribution, is a monotonic increasing function. Let's use the transformation method. Means h of y should be f of g inverse of y, means we can write here f of x into mod of dx upon dy. So this is the formula. Let's take this y we want dx upon dy. Let's take this differentiation. So as we know that if we differentiate the CDF, we will get our PDF. So it is f of x dx. So dx upon dy, it will be 1 upon f of x, and if I take its modulus, it is a 1 upon f of x. So let's put here its value. So f of x into 1 upon f of x. So it will get cancelled and we will get h of y equal to 1, and the range of y is from 0 to 1. So because y is a CDF and we know that it always lies, it is actually probability and it always lies between 0 to 1. So here we can see that this y follows uniform 0, 1 distribution. So here we can see that if x has any distribution, then its CDF, means its distribution function, follows uniform distribution with 0, 1. So this is a very important property of uniform distribution, that for any distribution this follows, that CDF has standard uniform distribution. So this was the second result. We can also prove that if x follows uniform a, b, then y equal to this b minus x upon b minus a, this will follow uniform a, b. So its proof will be similar as the result 1. So we have proved the result 1, and similarly we can prove this result also. So f of x equal to here y is a monotonic function and we can use transformation method. So I am writing here h of y, this must be so this y is, we can write down this in the form and dy equal to, so this is the minus, and we will take, if we take its modulus, then we are remain with this modulus of dx upon dy, this is b minus a. So if we substitute here, this is b minus a, so it is 1. So h of y is equal to 1, and range of y, it can be calculated from this. So by substituting the values of x from a to b, we can see that the y lies between 0 to 1. So if put x equal to a, then we will get 1, and x equal to 0, we will get, sorry, x equal to b, then we will get 0. So actually this y lies between 0 to 1. So I will write here and 0 otherwise. So this is y follows uniform a, 0, 1. So this is all about the continuous uniform distribution. We can find out its moments further. So let's take the next point, which is moments. These moments are useful to find the nature of the curve. So we can find out the Pearsonian coefficients beta 1, beta 2, gamma 1, gamma 2, and we can say whether this distribution is symmetric or what is the skewness of that distribution, and also we can see its kurtosis, means either it is leptokurtic, mesokurtic or platykurtic. So from the moments we will find out this. So formula for mu r dash is expected x raised to r. So this is x raised to r into f of x dx. Since we are finding these moments for uniform distribution, let's put this f of x as 1 upon b minus a, and we know the integration of x raised to r. This is from a to b because range of uniform distribution. So we will remain with this is b raised to r plus 1 minus a raised to r plus 1. This is the formula to find out the raw moments. By substituting r value of r from 1, 2, 3, 4, we will get our raw moments, that is mu1 dash, mu2 dash, mu3 dash and mu4 dash, and from that we will find its central moments, that is mu1, mu2, mu3 and mu4. So let's put r equal to 1. So mu1 dash equal to it is a plus b upon 2, which is expected x. We know that mu1 dash is expected x. Then if we put r equal to 2, we will get mu2 dash, and it is b cube minus a cube. We can solve this and we will find out this is a square plus ab plus b square upon 3. So it is same as expected x square. So this is known to us, and from these two moments we can find out mean and variance, because this is mean, and from mu2 dash, mu1 dash we can find out variance, that is the second central moment, which is mu2, and its formula is mu2 dash minus mu1 dash square. So we have solved it already, that's why I am writing directly. This is b minus a bracket square upon 12. So this is the variance of uniform distribution. Let's find out mu3 dash. So I will substitute here r equal to 3. We can solve this term. So we will get this b square plus a square and into a plus b upon 4. So you can put the formula for b raised to 4 minus a raised to 4 and you will get this answer. So this is mu3 dash, and mu3 can be calculated by using mu3 dash minus 3 mu2 dash mu1 dash plus 2 mu1 dash cube. And after solving this by substituting all the mu3, mu2 dash and mu1 dash, we will see that this mu3 is equal to 0. So mu3 is equal to 0 means we can see that this distribution, that is a uniform distribution, is symmetric. So this is all about the continuous uniform distribution. Hope you enjoyed my lecture. Thank you.